spoke in circles, never direct, and I pretended not to notice the quiet that grew between us, like a language we couldn't polish. Every glance was a question, every touch a careful claim. But something unspoken lingered. I kept chasing shadows where your heart refused to stay, and the space you left uncharted couldn't be ignored away. The distance found a name, and it wasn't love or fear. It was the truth we never wanted, till it whispered in our ear. Yeah, the distance found a name, and it tore the walls apart, leaving me to measure every step we took from heart. I tried to stitch the fragments of a closeness we once knew, but the gaps grew with every silence, and the space between us grew. I held on to the almost, the might have been and could have been, but the distance learned its language, and it finally spoke within. All the words we left unspoken, all the nights we never claimed, built a bridge of quiet knowing, till the distance found a name. The distance found a name, and it wasn't love or fear. It was the truth we never wanted, till it whispered in our ear. Yeah, the distance found a name, and it tore the walls apart, leaving me to measure every step we took from heart. Maybe some divides are patient till they teach us how to see that the spaces we denied hold the clearest honesty. And though I wish I could rewrite all the places we went wrong, I know the distance name in itself is how we finally belong. Distance, distance, the distance found a name. Oh, the distance found a name, and it showed me what we lost. Not the fault of love or kindness, but the silence and the cost. Yeah, the distance found a name, and it carved the truth in stone, teaching me to stand alone and to call the distance my own. I learned to walk between us, even when the light grew dim. The distance found a name, and I finally found within. The room still holds your shadow, even though you've gone away. I reach for what is vanished, and it trembles in the day. Every corner tells a story, every silence keeps its place. But the last thing was the look I can't replace. I try to chase the fragments of the hours we let fall, but some things only linger in the spaces we recall. The last thing I remember was the way you held your hand, like it could stop the world from turning, like it could make me understand. Yeah, the last thing I remember was the echo of your smile, and the emptiness that followed made the distance feel like miles. I trace the edge of your existence in the photographs and notes. Every word became a question, every glance a weight that floats. I wanted to keep the pieces, even when the picture tore, but the memory slipped through fingers till it felt like nothing more. Some moments can't be captured, some feelings can't be framed, and the last thing I remembered wasn't mine to keep unnamed. The last thing I remembered was the way you held your hand, like it could stop the world from turning, like it could make me understand. Yeah, the last thing I remembered was the echo of your smile, and the emptiness that followed made the distance feel like miles. Maybe memories are cruel teachers, showing us what's gone too fast. Maybe the heart keeps lingering on the shadows that will last. And though I wish I could revisit every laugh, every embrace, the last thing I remembered was the moment you erased. Remember. The last thing I remembered is a light I cannot hold, fading softly in the distance through the stories left untold. Yeah, the last thing I remembered lives in silence, lives in me, a quiet, stubborn echo of all we couldn't see. And I carry it like embers through the night and through the rain. The last thing I remember is the part that still remains. There was thunder in the doorway, but your voice was barely sound, like you'd emptied every feeling long before you turned around. I could taste the hesitation in the way you held your breath, as if choosing to keep living meant you had to choose what's left. And I swear the room grew smaller till the air could barely move, while the truth we never wanted slipped between the things we proved. In the moment time went quiet, I could hear the future change, all the seconds rearranging like they couldn't stay the same. In the moment time went quiet, There were pictures on the table of the versions we once knew, but they faded into questions with no answers left to choose. I kept counting all the glances that we never called by name, but some distances grow deeper even when they look the same. And the words we try to borrow never made it to our tongues. We just waited for the other to decide which pain to shun. In the moment time went quiet, all the clocks forgot to tick, all the minutes lost direction, all the days stopped keeping list. In the moment time went quiet, we were both too scared to speak, 'cause the truth was growing louder than the lies we tried to keep. Maybe love was not a failure, just a lesson out of faith, something fragile trying bravely to survive its longest days. And I know we never meant to, but we wore each other down till the weight of staying gentle couldn't hold the final round. In the moment time went quiet, we became a different story, not the one we started writing when the world was young and holy. In the moment time went quiet, we let silence make the call, and the future didn't argue as it watched our ending fall. There are hours I don't revisit, though I sometimes wonder why. Like the moment time went quiet was the last breath of goodbye. You tried to build a shelter out of promises and pride, but the rafters always trembled when the storms were coming by. You kept patching up the windows, but you never touched the door, so the cold kept creeping inward till it settled in the floor. I learned early how to weather what you never learned to name. You just lived inside the damage and pretended it was tame. And I held the part you never fixed like a bruise beneath my skin, inheriting the fractures you refused to let begin. Yeah, I held the part you never fixed as if mending was a crime, trying not to blame you for what broke before my time. You spoke in careful sentence, so no anger leaked outside, but the heat beneath the surface left no quiet place to hide. You left all the doors half open as if fear was passing through, but I learned to walk more softly so it wouldn't waken you. I became the subtle healer for a wound I couldn't see, sewing up invisible edges that were never meant for me. And I held the part you never fixed like a thread till I held the part you never fixed, till my hands began to shake, and I finally understood that it was yours and mine to break. Yeah, I held the part you never fixed till I faced it for myself, 'cause the things we do not tend to never mend with time alone. Now I'm learning how to heal it without asking you to try. Some repairs are meant for leaving, some are meant to say goodbye. Walk the halls we left unfinished, touch the corners of our past. Every word we never spoke, every shadow meant to last. I tried to trace the answers in the silence of the room, but some truths refuse to follow, and some echoes never bloom. I kept hoping for closure, a sign or a final line, but the story never answered the questions left behind. The questions stay behind, like footprints in the sand. Every thought we didn't share, every moment unplanned. Yeah, the questions stay behind in the corners of my mind, and the spaces you abandoned are the ones I can't unbind. I replay the small confessions, the glances and the sighs, every almost reconciliation, every whisper of goodbye. I try to stitch the fragments to a life that could have been, but the threads just held the silence of the things we never begin. Some answers keep their distance, some words dissolve in time, and the last thing left to carry are the questions left behind. The questions stay behind, like footprints in the sand. Every thought we didn't share, every moment unplanned. Yeah, the questions stay behind in the corners of my mind, and the spaces you abandoned are the ones I can't unbind. Maybe some love is unfinished, like a sentence never read. Maybe some hearts keep lingering on the things we left unsaid. And though I wish I could revisit where the questions stay behind. Stayed behind. Stayed behind. The questions stay behind, and I carried them with grace. Every doubt and hesitation, every memory I embrace. Yeah, the questions stay behind, and they shaped what I became. A heart that holds the silence, even when the fire's flame. I turn the corner slowly, but the echoes are still mine. The questions stayed behind, and I let them mark the time. You asked me for an answer, but I curled it in my fist. Every syllable was shaken, like a note I should have kissed. I could feel the weight between us, like a rope pulled far too tight. And the words that might have saved us never found the strength to light. We made bargains with our silence as the hourglass grew cold, and the truth that might have freed us stayed too frightened to be told. 'Cause the truth was hard to hold. It burned right through my hands. It slipped between the fingers of the life we tried to plan. Yeah, the truth was hard to hold. It was heavy, sharp and bold. So I locked it in the shadows, 'cause the truth was hard to hold. You could see it in my breathing, in the quiver of my smile. Every almost honest moment only lasted for a while. I kept hoping time would soften what I should have said out loud. But the longer that I waited, let the doubt become a crowd. We could hear the future cracking in the spaces where we broke, but I chose to swallow fire rather than release the smoke. 'Cause the truth was hard to hold. It burned right through my hands. It slipped between the fingers of the life we tried to plan. Yeah, the truth was hard to hold. It was heavy, sharp and bold. So I locked it in the shadows, 'cause the truth was hard to hold. Maybe love needs honest endings just as much as honest starts. Maybe courage isn't spoken, it's just carried through the heart. And I know I should have told you long before the flame went cold, but the truth I kept for safety was the truth that cost us both. 'Cause the truth was hard to hold, and I thought I'd lose you whole. But the silence was the weapon that demanded both its If I'd spoken just a moment sooner than the night took hold, all the hurt we had to swallow might have finally turned to gold. I held your hand a little tighter as the streets rushed past our feet, hoping somehow in the chaos we could pause the endless beat. The lights blurred into fragments, the sidewalks never knew our name, and every second we were waiting felt like love had lost its flame. Thought the world would bend around us, that time would grant us space, but every hour kept on moving with a cruel and steady pace. The world didn't stop for us, though we begged it silently. It carried on without our wishes, like we never had to be. Yeah, the world didn't stop for us while we held on too tight, and the moments we imagined slipped away into the night. I counted all the almost, the things we tried to say, every glance that went unnoticed, every step we gave away. I wanted to outrun the hours, to pause the hands of fate, but the world refused my pleading, and our love arrived too late. We were holding fragile embers while the fire disappeared, and the space between our hearts was filled with doubt and fear. The world didn't stop for us, though we begged it silently. It carried on without our wishes, like we never had to be. Yeah, the world didn't stop for us while we held on too tight, and the moments we imagined slipped away into the night. Maybe life is never patient, even when the heart stands still. Maybe love has to learn timing, even when the soul's at will. And though I long for a moment where the world could pause and see, I learned it waits for no one, not even you or me. Didn't stop, didn't stop. The world didn't stop for us. Then I learned to walk alone through the spaces you abandoned, through the echoes of our own. Yeah, the world didn't stop for us, but I carry what remains, every shadow, every heartbeat, through the joy, through the pains. I let go of holding tighter, of the things we couldn't trust. I learned that even in love, the world doesn't stop for us. left a trail of open letters that you never seem to read. Every word a small confession, every line a quiet need. I watched you move so quickly past the moments we could own, and the truth I tried to offer fell like seeds on stony stone. I thought you noticed the details, the cracks between the lines, but the world was moving faster than the heart you left behind. You forgot to look twice before you turned away. Missed the flicker in my eyes, the words I couldn't say. Yeah, you forgot to look twice, and the pieces fell apart. Every chance we didn't take, every silent part of heart. I'll trace the paths you wandered, through the spaces you ignored, every glance a fleeting chance, every silence a closed door. I tried to slow the motion, tried to make you see the view, but some people keep on rushing through the love that waits for two. And I thought if you would notice, if you'd pause and take it in, the story could be different than the one we live within. You forgot to look twice before you turned away. Missed the flicker in my eyes, the words I couldn't say. I see the moment slipping that you left without the guide. Look twice, look twice. You forgot to look twice, and I learned to stand alone. But the love I held so softly still whispers in the bone. Yeah, you forgot to look twice, and the story won't rewind. But I'll carry all the moments you left scattered behind. I'll keep walking through the echoes, through the light and through the ice, and remember what I offered while you forgot to look twice. I kept my hands in my pockets, hiding trembles in the dark. Every look you never noticed left its mark upon my heart. I whispered all my stories, but you only heard the sound. I let my voice be true, maybe you would see the pieces you never asked me through. You never asked me why. You let the questions die. Left me carrying the silence underneath the quiet sky. You never asked me why, and I kept it all inside. Every longing, every fraction, every place I had to hide. I traced the spaces between us, where your curiosity didn't go. Every hesitation lingering, every truth you never know. Oh, I wanted to show you clearly, but the words refused to land. And the love I tried to offer slipped like water through my hands. I thought if I could hold it till the moment felt just right, maybe then you'd understand me and stay with me through the night. You never asked me why. You let the questions die. Left me carrying the silence underneath the quiet sky. You never asked me why, and I kept it all inside. Every longing, every fraction, every place I had to hide. Maybe some hearts are distant, even when they seem so near. Maybe some truths remain hidden, 'cause we're too scared to hear. And though I hoped you'd wonder, though I longed for just a sign, the spaces grew between us, and you never asked me why. Never. You never asked me why. You never asked me why. But I'd love to carry through every question, every silence, every love I thought I knew. You never asked me why, but I'll keep my heart in view. And maybe one day someone will want to know it too. I whispered all my stories, and I let the silence fly. I'll remember every moment The morning didn't open the way it used to do. The sky just sat in silence without a shade of blue. The coffee warmed my fingers, but the room was cold and still, and the echoes of your footsteps hung suspended on the sill. I kept waiting for the sunlight to find its way inside, but the hours turned uncertain and the shadows multiplied. It was the day the light gave up and the world forgot to shine, when the warmth turned into absence and the bright slipped out of light. It was the day the light gave up on the promise of the sun, and I learned how dark the morning feels when you're the only one. Your jacket stayed unanswered on the back of your old chair, like a witness to the moment when the colors lost their air. I tried to strike a matchstick just to see what I could save, but the fire dimmed so quickly, like it had no will to brave. There are days the light is loyal, there are days it learns to hide, and the day you walked out softly, it slipped out by your side. It was the day the light gave up and the world forgot to shine, when the warmth turned into absence and the bright slipped out of light. It was the day the light gave up on the promise of the sun, and I learned how dark the morning feels when you're the only one. Maybe leaving isn't sudden, maybe brightness fades for years, till one day you finally notice how the glow fell into tears. And though darkness isn't evil, it can take you by surprise when you realize the sunrise never asked for your goodbye. The light gave up. The light gave up that day. It was the day the light gave up, and my eyes could finally see that the sun was never missing, just not shining back on me. It was the day the light gave up, but it taught me how to stand in the quiet of the shadows with my own light in my hand. And the dawn no longer trembles at the sorrow it once knew. It was the day the light gave up, but the night gave something